What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy Zeke Dog, and I'm back with another video. So man, I've made it to the shipper, and they want me to back into door 7. I said no problem, I can get wherever you want me to. And they also need 4 or 5 straps. I got 2 of them back there, so I'm gonna throw 2 more to the back. And this is what we got right here. So yeah. All right, let's get these doors open. All right, so I got the straps in here. And let me pull this over to the side. That way, everything is kind of neatly in one spot. And they said it's not gonna be too heavy because it's only gonna be like a half a truckload. I'm like, cool, I can deal with a half a truckload. So I'm gonna wait on this gentleman to pull out, and then I need to turn my truck around. Where should I go to do that? I'm in a nice lot, so I'll figure out some spot to get my truck turned around, and we'll go from there. Let me see if this where they want me, because I was told don't back it all the way up. I can get a little bit further back here than that. So sometimes you just got to get out and look. Goal, G-O-A-L. Y'all see it on the back of a lot of mirrors of trucks. And goal mean get out and look. Literally, get your butt out your truck and go look. Let me turn this radio down. Y'all know I be bumping in the morning sometimes. Just gotta get my jam on. Jam. Let's see if this is where they want me at now. Keep easing back just a little bit. See what I look like on this side. I could pull forward and get the whole thing over a little more. I be wanting my truck to be in a certain spot. Let me turn this camera off. All right, now let me see if I got it as close as I need it. I may need to come out a little more. This is what I'm getting, tables, chairs, things like this. All right, we have completely finished the loading process and close up these doors. Alright, So we got that locked down, man, and now it's time to hit the road. So we are approximately 1,350 miles away from the first stop in California. We got 4 stops with this load, and this is gonna be my first 4 stop with driving. So we'll see how this works out, man. It may be all right, it may not be, I don't know, but you know, hey, we're trying something different. We gonna see how this thing works, but I'm excited about it, man, and we rolling now. All right, dog team, man, it is the next morning. I'm El Paso, Texas, but if you notice, I'm in front of a shop. So every morning I do my pre-trip inspection, look around my truck and everything. But this morning I heard a hiss, and I'm like, where is that coming from? And I noticed that my air wasn't staying as full after I parked it for a little while as it should be. So I'm back under the hood, I'm looking, and one of my air lines that runs into the motor has kind of like rubbed against another airline and punctured it. So I need to get a quick repair done here ASAP so I can get the rolling. And to get across the street, I had to start my clock. Y'all know how that works. So we're gonna wait until the mechanic come out, and we'll go from there. All right. So I got the mechanics on my girl over here right now, and they said they're just gonna be able to splice it. I should have showed y'all exactly what it was before they get started on. Let me hurry up. All right. So like I said, it was behind the black holes, and because it was leaning against each other, it kind of was like a finger over it, kind of covering it a little bit, but not exactly stopping it. But it also caused it because it was rubbing against it. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm like, where is this freaking air coming from? Because I hear it. And then I pulled on the white one, and all of a sudden it just got loud. I was like, oh, here we go. And I could feel the air blowing against me. So I'm like, all right, that ain't good. I mean, the last thing you want to do is be driving down the road knowing you have an air leak. Now, let's just say it actually full out ruptures. It's possible that the building of the air pressure could keep it going, but now it's working extra hard because there's a full out leak. And then whatever the air was going into that it was purposely built for, because it works with the motor somehow. So I don't know if it was working with the fuel line or what the exact purpose of it was, but that would stop working because it wouldn't be getting the air. So I gotta put my blockers back on. There we go. All right, so there we go. I hear them back there. So hopefully they gonna get me worked out. I mean, in trucking, you gonna have your issues, your breakdowns, or whatever. But the biggest thing is, if you see it in advance, you're at a truck stop most times at night, you can get up that morning or get in that night and get it fixed. But the route that I'm going and the roads that I've been on, where it's not another truck stop for almost 100 miles. I mean, you literally in the middle of nowhere, being down here around El Paso. My first time coming through this route to get to Cali. And man, when I tell y'all, this route is something else. This route is something else, but it's interesting because I like to be able to see it. So I think I'm end up being on I-10, even though I may not be on it now. So let go. All right. So we are fixed up now and ready to roll. All right, dog team, man, I have made it to my first stop. I went back and reconned the area to see where I need to go. So let me try to get this baby in here.
Loaded on the way here?
No, it got loaded there. All right, dog team, man, we got the first delivery knocked out. I'm gonna let the co-signee give a shout out to his channel and to his church.
Hey, Zeke Dog Trucking, thank you so much, Lazaire, great guy.
God bless you on all your travels. Like, subscribe, really helps them out. All right, see you guys.
Like, share, subscribe. All right, dog team. So, man, I got a delivery right here behind me, but you see I had to stop this baby in the road just to figure out where they wanted me to put all 75 feet of this truck. And what I'm gonna end up doing is pulling in, but pulling to the side. Guess I'll have to show y'all.
So those boxes, there's a dumpster. So I'm going to ask the guy to open the gate and put those in the dumpster.
All right. Will I be able to back there for you?
Huh?
Will I be able to back up back there?
Yeah, back it up and then go in there.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get,
LA traffic, man. I don't think I ever want to come back over here again. I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes. But that's all we've been doing, just sitting. Man, this is crazy. I have been getting the blues all day with this traffic. I'm gonna tell y'all how my day went with this traffic. So we are at my third delivery. I'm gonna get you all some footage of this. Alright, dog team. Man, let me tell y'all what happened yesterday. So, I go get the first load dropped off. No problem. I go to get the second load dropped off, but I gotta wait. And you know what? Let me bag it up. Let me bag it up even further than that. I got up on, what is it, Wednesday morning, and I was about 2.5 hours away from my first delivery. And I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. Less than half a tank, in between a half and a quarter tank. So I'm like, I'll get the rolling a little bit, find me a good discounted spot to get some fuel at, and grab something to snack on, and then go head on to my delivery. Now I'm on I-10 heading toward San Diego. Bruh, it ain't no truck stops out that way. I get the ride, I'm looking on my GPS because it normally shows me this. I don't have to push any buttons. It just shows me my upcoming truck stops. None. I'm like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna drop this first load off, and then I'm gonna find some fuel on the way to the second load, because I had a little grace period. I get to looking, scouring for another load, not load, for some fuel. I don't see any fuel spots anywhere. Now, what they say, foresight is 2020. I would have backtracked to go get some fuel from this pilot that's down there in San Diego, had I known what I know now. So I go shut down for about 2 hours. I took me a 2-hour nap break in my sleeping berth, and then I got up and I headed on up to the delivery spot, which was about 45 minutes away. So I get there, as y'all see, I got the load delivered, no problem with that. But as I'm leaving there, my fuel light comes on. So I'm alright. I'm like, alright, I know I'm good for about 40-50 miles when the fuel light come on. I can drive for another hour, no problem. I look up the TA in LA, and I'm like, that'll work. Shows it was 45 miles away. I said, okay, cool. I start heading in that direction, and the terrain is all mountains. It's a mountain here, it's a mountain there, nothing flat. So you burning more fuel. Then traffic comes to like a standstill. So I'm sitting in traffic on a mountain, burning diesel, running out of fuel. I'm like, I'm just looking at the fuel hand drop down. I said, ain't no way. Z-Dog ain't gonna make it. I gotta stop and get some fuel somewhere. So as I'm stopped on the interstate, sitting there looking and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, I get on our Landstar app, and they show you all the places you can get fuel at, discounted and non-discounted. Fuel, that's where we can get it at. Oh, man, I got sleepy today. So I find this spot. I finally make it over there to it, man. My fuel, I know I gotta be coming in on fumes at this location. And I get there, swipe my card, my calm data card, and my card wasn't working there. That's the best way to describe it. They were not accepting my card. I'm like, there's no attendant there. It's just machines. So I call the phone number on there. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'm at y'all service station, and I'm about to run out of fuel. I need fuel. Is there any other way that I can pay? And the answer was no. There's not another way that I can pay. Bruh, I'm sitting there frustrated, and I hadn't really eaten anything because I was waiting to get to a truck stop to grab me some food. So I'm a little agitated by having a lack of food, and I'm about to run out of diesel. So I called Landstar. I'm like, hey, can you tell me if there's anything wrong with this card? They said, we can't even tell you swipe the card. I'm like, bruh, don't tell me that. So I said, you know what? Let me look up the next closest spot. It was about 7 miles away. I'm looking at my fuel hand. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, boss. So I leave there on hopes and dreams, because that's all I had in that tank. And I drive over to the next fuel station. Tell me why the same company that owned the first one when my car didn't work owned the second one. Man, you can't make this up. I get that, I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me. So I call the service number back again. I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, ma'am, I'm at another one of y'all fuel stations. She was like, which one you at? I told her which one I was at. She said, well, just come inside and pay. And I'm looking at her like, ain't no booth down here. Ain't no people out here working. She said the customer service is around on the side in another building. And you can pay over here and then go back and get fuel. So fellas, that's what I did. It took me hours out of my day to go get 16 stinking gallons of fuel just so I can make it to where I needed to go. And then make it to the TA so I can top off. So I made it to the TA afterwards. I topped off. And I'm looking at the time, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna make it to my planned destination. I won't do it. I was like 5.5 hours away. I had 4 hours on my clock. I'm like, nope, I ain't gonna make it tonight. I'm like, I'm like, I got an 8 o'clock delivery. I'm gonna miss my delivery. And all these people gonna be there, and I ain't gonna be there. Oh my goodness, I'm like, that's like the worst thing in the world for me to not do what I say I'm gonna do. But as I'm trucking along and I'm getting good mileage in California, because you know the speed limit 55 for big trucks, but let's just say I got some good mileage in, man, and I shut down and I was 100 miles away. Now remind you, I had already taken a 2-hour break earlier that day. So what that allowed me to do was take it's time for my Red Bull. It allowed me to take a 8-hour break I got up at 6 a.m. and I hauled butt up to my location to deliver. And the consignee gave me a call and was like, hey, are we still on this morning? He called me about 7, so I was about an hour away. I said, yes, sir. Right now the GPS saying I'm gonna get there 2 minutes before 8. Now, I would have actually made it there 2 minutes before 8. Except for as soon as I got off the interstate,
Be in any of the 4 left lanes.
I got stopped by the first red light. Sat there for a minute or two. Then I got stopped by the next red light. I said, y'all don't want me to be great today. But once I got stopped by those 2 red lights, I was good. You know, I pulled on in, and they got the truck unloaded, as y'all can see from the footage. So I made it to all my deliveries on time. And that's the best that you can ask for, really. Making it to your destinations on time and safe. Safe and on time. So I am en route to my last delivery. I don't know if I ever do a 4-stop delivery again, but I'm on my way to my last delivery. And it's what they say, it's been a heck of a run. It's been a heck of a run. So yeah, man. What they say, trucking ain't easy, but somebody gotta do it. It ain't easy, but somebody gotta do it. And that somebody is Zeke Dog. So man, this ride is something else, man. I also found out today that Peterbilt is discontinuing the 389. Didn't know if you all knew that. So next year, the 2024 models, or this year, the 2024 models is the last year of the Peterbilt 389. What is replacing it is the Peterbilt 589. And what you get is a wider cab, taller cab, a more updated interior with the same exterior look that you've grown to love. Dog team, when I tell you, I saw YouTube video of the Peterbilt 589. 589, man. Bruh, I'm trying to see what I gotta sell to go get that thing, man. I'm selling legs, plasma, organs. Man, that thing look good. That thing look good. Long nose. Yes, sir. That's big dog status right there. I may put that on the license plate. Big dog status. But yeah, man, that's where we at with that, man. So check on out the last stop. We see this unload, and we're gonna go from there. All right, dog team. So, man, I just finished helping these nice guys get all their chairs unloaded. I'm gonna see if anybody want to give a shout out to the channel.
Hey, Zeke Dog Trucking is the best. You gotta use him. We at First Presbyterian Church Ukiah love this guy.
There we go. All right, man. Appreciate y'all checking out these videos. Like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join the dog team. So, until the next time, baby, keep it trucking.